enjoyed the play as much as I did. I'd like to share some stats with you. It's very short. We have 5 minutes to talk, and every day there are 129 suicides. There are 47,000 suicides per year. We generally look at the homicides and we never think about suicides. There are only 19, I shouldn't say only, but there are 19,000 homicides per year as opposed to 47,000 suicides. And there are 1,400,000 attempts at suicide each year. And suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in this country. And after you've gone through a loved one's suicide, I think of the Chinese proverb that says, in order to take a journey, you have to take the first step. And the first step is to get back into the flow of life. And as Scott said, sometimes your brain is kind of reconfigured, and this is caused by trauma. So the brain actually has to be reset. And it's like earthquakes. After an earthquake, we get these aftershocks. So when you're going through the survival of someone who's committed suicide, you're going to experience many aftershocks that will follow you for quite some time. You may feel fragmented, so there's going to be fragmentation, some disconnectedness. It's kind of like the nursery rhyme, Humpty Dumpty. And sometimes it's hard to put Humpty Dumpty back together again, but Humpty Dumpty can be put back together again. There may be many sleepless nights, as Scott talked about, and this is part of the process as well. I've known people to have out-of-body experiences. There's a social disconnectedness where they're out among people, but they really don't want to socialize. So we have to get them back into kind of the flow of life. There's kind of like a, what would you call it, a fake smile people go through sometimes, and they're kind of like putting on a facade. And sometimes you feel like a different person. So I would say embrace this difference and accept life as it comes to you. And your life may not ever be the same, but it is something that you can get over and move on. We talk about guilt and shame. Some of the parents who experienced the shooting at Sandy Hook's, a couple of them took their lives. So this is something that kind of follows people, and they have to deal with, and hopefully they're able to get some kind of help in the process. So don't think that you're weak if you seek out therapy. You're not. I think you're the strong one if you do. And when you seek out these services, your life will be more balanced. Lastly, when I was leaving my office this afternoon, I kind of glanced to my left, and there was this picture in this frame that I look at occasionally. And it has a picture of clouds and the sun setting. And it says, "Life holds out a mysterious hand. Our challenge is to grasp it with faith and walk boldly forward." Thank you for your time and everything that we've learned today.